Hello, Internet.
Hello, Internet!
Yes, greetings, my disciples. Fiancee still finds that hilarious.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How did you even come up with that?
It's a pun.
That doesn't explain much.
I am the pie master, they are my pie disciples. Simple.
I'm gonna roll you away from your microphone.
Stop. I need to change the scene so people can actually see the screen. Yes, so as you may or may not be aware, recently Nintendo released another part of the expansion pass for Switch, which included Metroid Fusion, which is probably the game I have played the most back when I had a Game Boy Advance. I have played through it at least 5 times, but it has been more than a decade since I've touched it. But mainly because I didn't have the way to play it anymore, but it is still one of my all-time favorite games. Now, Fiancee here, though, who is sitting on the floor...
Yes, I'm on the floor.
...does not actually know the story behind Metroid, so I'm just going to give a brief little summary of the first 3 games, because this is technically Metroid 4, which is separate from the Metroid Prime games, which are sort of like their own part of the timeline. I think they take place after Metroid 3, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. So basically, first game... Samus is sent to, I believe, the planet's... No, it's not the planet in this game. She's sent to a different planet in order to kill Mother Brain and destroy all the Metroids. She does that. She gets shot down by space pirates, has to infiltrate a Chozo ruin, get an upgraded power suit, and escapes. The planet is still intact. Second game, the Galactic Federation, that is important. Second game, the Galactic Federation sends her to the planet where they discovered to be the home of the Metroids, because from like all the data they gathered from the space pirates. And so they send Samus there to completely wipe out the Metroids, which she does, but after she has defeated the Queen, a baby Metroid hatches directly in front of her, and rather than attack it, she realizes that it is non-hostile because it bonded on her as a mother.
Aww.
And so she spares it and takes it to a research lab to essentially be studied, hopefully for the betterment of mankind. Unfortunately, that is when Metroid 3 starts, which is... Super Metroid, and as soon as she leaves the station, she receives a distress call from that station, and guess who is there and steals the baby Metroid?
Ridley.
Yes, even though she killed him in the first game, he is back, and...
like we said, he's a very genetically enhanced
evil space
pirate hockey player who eats poison mushrooms. Of course he's gonna come back. That's a winning combination right there.
Yeah, so he comes back, and Samus chases him back to the planet where the first game happened, and after going around and defeating a whole bunch of monsters, she defeats Ridley, but finds that the container holding the baby Metroid is broken, and the baby is nowhere to be seen.
Aww.
So she goes around and she finds out that Mother Brain is still alive and has created another base on the planet. At which point she is attacked by a giant Metroid, by which I mean it is like twice her size. It drains her down to 1 health before suddenly letting her go and going off to do something else.
I guess she has a bad aftertaste.
No, it's actually the baby, but fully grown.
Oh!
Yes, but when she finds... Hold on, water break.
Hydration station.
Yeah, when she finds Mother Brain, unlike the first time where it's just shooting a big brain in a jar, after she does enough damage, the area around it falls away, revealing it on sort of like a terrifying robotic T-Rex body. Oh, and Samus, to put it bluntly, is in no condition to fight it, even at max power, which she is.
Okay.
And that rainbow laser that you see in Smash Ultimate when you summon Mother Brain as an assist trophy, she uses that to knock Samus down to like bare like the lowest health that you can go, if not like close to it. But just as she is about to finish Samus off, the baby Metroid comes back, grabs onto Mother Brain's face, and drains it almost completely of energy before latching onto Samus and transferring it over to her.
Aww.
But unfortunately, Mother Brain is too strong to be destroyed like that and is able to recover to the point where she then kills the baby Metroid. Samus, who has now gained the rainbow laser for herself, blasts Mother Brain with an endless barrage of rainbow lasers, destroying it, and then causing the entire base to begin self-destructing, which destroys the entire planet.
Because of course it does.
Yes, and as another side game, it's implied that some of the Metroid DNA remained on Samus's armor, which allowed other people to basically get the genetic code for Metroids, which will come in handy when we start the game, which we are about to.
Also, fun fact, when Piemaster was showing me the game cover that you've currently been looking at for the whole thing, this is how he described it. The creature on the very right was a space pirate. The creature on the inner right was an evil thing. The creature on the inner left was an evil frog. And the creature on the far left was an evil, like, ghost thing.
Zombie thing.
Yeah. I felt the need to share that.
Yeah, but that is basically the story. Up to this point, Metroid Prime fits in somewhere between those games.
Okay.
But it is definitely before Metroid Fusion, and you will see why in the opening story segment.
Okay.
So with that, let's begin the opening segment. Nintendo presents...
Excuse me.
Metroid 4. I'm going to wait hopefully to configure the menu settings later. BSL.
Is that her ship?
Yep.
Look at her.
Just flying around.
Her kneecaps look so sharp.
Warning. Asteroid field ahead. Distance. Closing.
Is she traveling with or guarding this ship? Oh, wait. Wait a minute. What did she just do? Did she just fly into the asteroid and crash?
That will be explained in the opening actual cutscene.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. This is just the way that you can suspend the game and create other saves in it.
Cool. Was she traveling with that ship or just...
She was on the ship that just drifted sideways and crashed into the asteroid field.
Well, no, I know that, but I was wondering if she was traveling with the other ship.
I think she was returning to it after her mission was over.
Oh, hi, Bookworm.
Hi, Bookworm. And that's the end of the game. Good night, everybody. You wish. Samus, as the space pirates learn repeatedly, Samus does not die that easily.
Neither does Ridley, apparently.
Well, yeah, Samus has killed him at least 4 times, and one of those times is going to be late in the game, but for now, let's actually begin.
Oh my gosh. That's the end of the game. Good night, everybody.
I've been assigned to watch over a biological research team. So once again, I found myself on the surface of SR-388, the planet where she killed all the Metroids, which is very important. She is leading the science team, sees a monster, and moves ahead to take care of it for them. Oh, what the... Oh. Game! Controllers, you are ruining the dramatic suspense, for the love of... Moving on. Oh, fires missile, misses...
There.
Oh, what's that?
You got it. Hello?
It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism known as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infected my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into the asteroid.
Okay, well that explains that. So basically X took her over for a minute.
It literally knocked her unconscious because it's... Well, we'll see.
A parasite?
A very, very dangerous and deadly parasite, as you will see.
Oh.
The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to the Galactic Federation HQ.
Okay.
However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me,
oh my god,
corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance.
Oh.
However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival.
Oh, I hate stuff like this. Oh, but it makes me cringe.
Then, someone found a cure.
Good job, buddy.
They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine, possibly the one that was still on her armor after the baby Metroid died. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed.
Well, that's nice. Except what problems are going to happen next, because you know this isn't the end of it.
No.
There you go.
As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. Her armor changed because, like it said, it was so ingrained with her biological systems that injecting Metroid DNA permanently altered her, though we don't learn how much until the next game, Dread. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over.
Aww.
We'll soon be arriving at BSL Research Station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biological Space Labs, or BSL Research Station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion had rocked the station. For some reason, this woke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. A mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt computerized CEO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking this ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I've found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CEO. Yeah, well, she kind of needs a new ship since her last one is kind of completely scrapped.
Yeah.
Alright, it's been more than a decade since I've played this. What is it? Bookworm. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, which, to be fair, compared to the earlier Metroid games, this one does have the creepier atmosphere. Not as creepy as the latest one, but it still can be creepy at times. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay.
Oh, yes, that's always good.
The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now, go to the quarantine. Yep. And unlike most games where Samus just doesn't... Yep. And unlike most of the other games where Samus doesn't have most of her abilities for reasons that aren't actually described, in this case, it is actually... She does actually have a very good reason. Yep. I don't have Charge Beam. I can at least grab ledges, but that is about it.
I like the little animation of her grabbing the edge. Yank!
Yeah. In Metroid Zero Mission, you actually had to unlock the ability to grab ledges.
That's okay. That sounds a lot funnier than I ever
Yep. Yep.
Move quickly and quietly. Immediately start shooting gun.
Yeah, but listen, it's like a little pea shooter right now. It is not that big of a problem.
Oh.
Okay, yes, that's the map.
There you go. I also love that they're just like, hey, there was an explosion in the quarantine bay. Those quarantine samples are probably destroyed. Go investigate, even though you just survived.
The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. Well, something's alive in there.
Yep. sounds like the plot of an alien movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, I can't even use Morph Ball yet.
Aww. No tiny rolling Samus yet.
Nope. Which means I also can't get past this collapsed ceiling.
King Bay. Alright, here we go.
X.
So you just shot the monster, hit, and took the X parasite, and you're basically starting this problem all over again.
Oh, you'll see. But look, this entire... Forgetting that, look at this thing. It's been completely blown apart.
Yeah, it looks like some sort of like alien queen burst through it. That looks like a silhouette of a creature.
It'll be explained later what actually happened, but yeah, it's basically something...
Samus, don't exit the quarantine bay.
She needs to. She needs to go back to the navigation room to report her findings.
Just goes in, shoots monster, absorbs parasite, and leaves quarantine. This just sounds so painful.
This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it.
My bookworm says it was me.
Yeah. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature.
Ugh.
They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host.
Oh no.
You are almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems the Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again.
Oh, well that's nice.
In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. So, don't worry, I'm fine. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites wherever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now, get going. We have released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches.
Okay, I have to admit, when I saw in her first part of the narration that this place is called that these people were called the Federation, it actually made me laugh a little bit because this whole story does sound like the plot of at least 2 Star Trek episodes. Do you remember the one where they it was from the original series? It was Operation Annihilate. Oh, look at that! And they were these like kind of gelatinous. It looked like somebody took some jelly and tried to make a jellyfish out of it. And the ones that latched. Oh my god! Oh dude. The ones that latched onto your nervous system and like wrapped its tendrils all throughout your nerves and create that pain, and they get to Kirk's family, they get to Spock.
Yeah.
And they basically force you to do this.
Yeah.
Make these things.
I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapon data. Once you have this data, you will be able to use missiles. This will help you against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Blink, 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 blink. Objective clear? Yes. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%.
Yay.
Hey, every little bit helps, especially since she lost most of her abilities. Oh, look, the zombie guys.
Zombie! Here, I'm gonna shoot the door.
Oh, okay. Lots of fibernetic cables. Can't get through there.
Those are really big cables.
Just a convenient way to prevent you from going that way.
Excuse me.
I'm basically forcing you to take the magic elevator.
Whee!
Just stands there with a hand on the hip.
Oh, great. Metroid Samus is sassy too.
That computer reminds me of the Gruff Federation CEO I served under named Adam Makovich. He called me Lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified, out of respect and With some irony, I named the computer after him.
Aww.
Yes. Remember this area. It will be important much later. Meanwhile, we shall save again, just because.
There was also another neural parasite in Star Trek The Next Generation. I think it was the creature from like the very end of season 1 or that no, I think it was season 2. The one that gets on Riker and you have to like relive all those memories and
yes.
stuff.
Yep. Missile data downloaded. Hold R and press B to fire missiles. And I can use it. Hey, look, missile!
There we go. I was thinking it would have been pretty funny if you got the capacity back when your ammo was empty. What did you do?
I just walked into the room. It looked like everything powered down, though. What's going on?
Marco.
Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X parasite, which is green. You'll see them. Try it out. Is your objective clear? Yes. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now, find a way to the target.
Also,
and this is...
thank you, Bookworm, for responding and saying, "Oh, I appreciate it."
Yeah, and now this is also something important to realize about Metroid maps. The map that they show you is never the full map.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see... Oh, that green one, as you can see, gets missiles. But as you can also see, now I have green areas on the map. Those are areas that are not originally listed and that you have discovered on your own.
Secret.
Yep.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. That you make sure they got a hole in the floor. Spider Samus. Spider Samus does whatever Spider Samus does.
Oh, look, wires! Whee!
Oh! Well, that's convenient.
Missile expansion, or missile tank. Missile capacity has increased.
Let me guess, by 5?
Yep, as is always the case. Hey, no, that's like the... I think that's the case for, like, all of them, all Metroid games. And look, here's another one.
Yay!
When in doubt, shoot the walls. Or the ceilings. Or the floors.
Just shoot everything. Just run around with your gun on blade.
Yep.
Whee!
Nope, now I'm on this side of it. Hello, wires. Goodbye, wires.
Did you just go into the room to run straight into the wires?
Yep, and then run back out. Oh, look, let's save.
Yes. Let's save before Piemaster runs into more wires and eventually electrocutes himself.
No, don't worry, that doesn't happen later. That doesn't happen until later in the aquatic area.
Oh, well.
Oh, look!
Ah!
That is basically a door that leads to a boss. All doors that lead to bosses have giant eyeballs on them. No, I do not know why.
Okay.
But they will drop a red X that restores almost all health and ammo.
It's basically like the equivalent of a Zelda boss having a fairy outside the top dungeon, you know?
Yes. If that fairy also replenished my ammo. Ooh, energy tank. My health has increased by 100.
No, usually the other pots take care of ammo.
Yeah.
And occasionally some money. Whee! Oh, hello. Hey, this guy looks like a cross between the Eternal and...
I think that may have been that one evil thing that I mentioned on the cover of it.
It looks like a cross between the Eternal and then like Schizoid's parent Pokemon, the one that looks like a really angry ant.
Nope. It's not over yet. I need to break the outer shell.
Okay. Take his X-Parasite, stop the full explosion guy.
Yes, but I mainly just need to break the outer shell.
Good job.
And then... Morph ball ability recovered. Press down twice to morph. And somehow not break all of your bones.
Well, I mean, look. We already debated the morph ball things in the last game.
Yeah, I just love how in Metroid Prime, the Space Pirates actually point out the fact that they cannot figure out how she manages to do that without just breaking all of her bones. Yep, but yes, that is basically... Yes, but that is basically how bosses work. You defeat them, and then once they are defeated, that core will show up, and once you destroy that, you always get a new ability back. Sometimes you get a new beam weapon, sometimes you get something like missiles, and sometimes you get movement abilities like Morph Ball. What can I say? I'm on a roll. Bad zombies. Stop interfering with my rolling. Fiancee is
oh my gosh.
Recharging.
Just some of your bones. Somehow does not break all of your bones, just some of your bones.
Yep.
I also like how she jumps. She just does 3 different front flips, 3 different somersaults as she goes in the air for seemingly no reason. It's just oh, this is just how I jump.
Yep. Yep. Also, just for future reference, there are 4 levels of door throughout the area. And as the game goes on, we will unlock different ones, but as of now, I cannot get into these because they require opening a level 2 lock.
Oh my gosh, they're like the, wait, oh damn.
What?
I was going to make a joke comparing them to the cordite that you couldn't open up in the Fusion, but in the Metroid Prime, but I do think that those were purple, not green. But still.
Still, okay. Alright, let's log in. Samus, it says I fear the breeding environments have been breached by X-parasites.
Oh dear.
Sector 1 SRX shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shafts and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosions.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, but that's implying that someone let them in.
Yeah.
Missiles. And you can tell things are serious because of the dramatic music.
Yeah.
I will say the game does a very good job of changing the music to fit the situation.
I think you're running faster now. I guess the elevators are back online. Didn't the power outage knock them out? Ah! Hello? Other Samus? Zombie Samus?
Do you remember how it said that the infected pieces of her armor were brought to the space station?
Okay, so there's an infected Samus suit just running around.
It's not just an infected Samus suit. It'll explain when I head to Sector 2 in more detail, okay. But it's an infected Samus suit that is mimicking me at full power. Meaning it has all of Samus's maxed out abilities, including an ice beam, which can be used to freeze Samus solid, because Metroids are weak to ice.
Oh no. Oh, this can only end poorly.
Yeah, so basically, it'll explain more in Sector 2, but if you ever see it until the very end of the game, just run.
Okay.
You cannot fight it until you get to the very last mission of the game.
Is it able to copy your full-on abilities because you were at full health when
I was at full power when I got infected.
Yeah, okay.
And while I definitely am not now, that is... Yeah, it'll explain later, but yeah, it is at max power at
because it basically had already made the copy of you and your full abilities by the time your powers were drained. It doesn't matter that you're not full capacity now.
Yep. Meanwhile, the main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged.
You don't say.
It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Which means that we'll be spending most of our time in the sectors 1 through 6.
Okay.
Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful. Certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now, listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now, get moving. Will do.
Okay, this is like the Borg. They're already assimilating the whole ship.
I don't think that they can really infect technology directly, but they are like trying to like mess with the state environment to make it more conducive to their reproduction.
Which is actually what the Borg are able to do.
Oh, I didn't actually realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, blue door, can't get through that.
Wait till you get to one of the, well, that's something you'll see in one of the movies. I don't want to give out too many details because it's not a movie that you've seen yet.
Okay.
But yeah, they're not just able to they're able to work not just with organic creatures, but they are very capable of messing with technology as well.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why there's such a problem.
There's one of the stabilizers.
Ah!
You can hear it grinding, trying to work properly.
Yeah, look, it's like,
and it's just.
This Chris has already grown plants.
No, that's normal.
Oh, that's normal? Oh.
Yeah, but it's constantly producing more X.
Greenhouse.
Yep.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. Things have been stabilized in one of them.
It looks like the air's cleared up too. It looks like it was really.
Yep. Ah, it's shooting fireballs at me. Energy tank.
Yay!
Also, this is also important to note, sometimes the X may have more than one little parasite in a single creature that I'm fighting. Error.
Error. Error.
It sounds like it's saying error.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I have to admit that's so cool when music does something like that.
Yeah.
my mind actually goes to in Twilight Princess when you were fighting Beast Ganondorf, and you've got like that sort of vocal chanting going on in the background. Yeah, I have to admit, you listen to that song on YouTube and you scroll down through the comments, you will see this whole string of what people think that they're saying. A lot of the top choice seems to be email me. email me. And then you read that, and then you listen to it, and you're like, wow, I cannot believe I'm saying this, but that actually makes a little bit of sense. I can see that. And then it's ruined for you for just about 5 seconds.
Yep.
You can't stop laughing. Oh dear.
I'm trying to think of which way is the wrong way to go.
Do you want to go the wrong way, or do you want
Yes,
to go
you
the
always
right
want to go the wrong way first. Actually, no, I'm going to go this way because there's a safe room this way. Oh.
Excuse me.
And actually, I'm going to pause really quick because I really need to go back.
Alright!
I think the water went through me too fast. Sorry, Angel, entertain them.
Okay, I'm going to be entertaining here for a little bit. Hello. I didn't fall out of the chair. I fell into the chair, which somehow is even sillier. Hi guys. So yeah, here we are. Ta-da! Playing Metroid. Oh my gosh, this is funny. How is it that when you actually like think like, oh, I need to say something, all of a sudden you no longer know what to say, and then you're just sitting there kind of like a derp, just sort of saying whatever comes to your mind for a few minutes. I could start singing the intermission song again, but I don't think you really want me to do that. Let's see. Can we do anything with the menu? Oh, you can just kind of scroll the map around. Oh, that's cool. Whee. Actually looks like you've got a lot more here. This actually does remind me of the dungeon maps in the Zelda games. You know, like this seems to be Sector 1. Can you go up? I don't want to hit the wrong button. Okay, I'm gonna not do that. But yeah, the ones that in the Zelda games, when you get the dungeon maps and the different dungeons, you can press the different buttons and you can switch between one floor and the next, and the flashing one shows where you are, and the green ones show where you've been, and shows the different, like, where the different chests are and stuff. That's what this is reminding me of right now. This is kind of cool. I've never seen something like this before. Not at least, I mean, heck, even the other Metroid game. I didn't see, like, the first part of it, but I certainly was a little bit different. That was more about planetary exploration and purification, and not so much, like, dealing with a broken space station that's literally undergoing an alien invasion. Isn't this the plot of Alien Isolation? I might have to ask Piemaster when he gets back. I know very little about Alien Isolation. Or really any alien movies. My sister did. What was it? I remember my sister showing that movie to my cousins, and I determinedly was not in the room. I was thinking this is not going to be a good fit for me to watch. I don't know if I'd actually be able to watch it now. But somehow this is just kind of, wow, this could be. You're going through a space station that has an active alien presence. Your main alien is too much for you to handle until, like, the very end of the game. And you're also trying to complete other objectives and save as many people as you can. Oh my god, honey!
What?
Honey, this game is basically, I'm comparing it to Alien Isolation. And it actually ticks a lot of the same boxes. It's kind of cool. Do you know anything about Alien Isolation?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Although I will say, at least in this game, the evil Samus does not always know where you are and randomly show up. It's usually only in scripted encounters.
That's thankful. But yeah, think about it. You have to go with a space station that's undergoing, disasters and explosions against a hostile alien presence, and you're there to try and save as many things and as many people as you can, and the main alien that you're fighting just does not have, like, you cannot really directly confront them until, like, the very, very end.
Yes.
And there's, like, creepy things going on in all the rooms, and there's a weird
This game came out much sooner, but I do know that Metroid, in general, does take quite a bit of influence from the alien genre. Oh. Fiancee fell over. She kind of tripped over the pillows, I think.
I sat down on the pillows, and then I tilted sideways. Okay.
Are you good?
I'm good. Yeah,
okay.
I was just saying, like, I haven't really know much. My sister likes the Alien movies. She really likes any movie that has Sigourney Weaver in it, which I get. I mean, Sigourney Weaver is really good. But I remembered her specifically showing it to my cousins, and I remembered very much not being in the other room, because I was like, this is not going to go well for me. Now I wonder if I'd actually have enough tolerance to watch it.
Oh my god, I still got it!
Yay!
No, just when I was a kid, I could never figure out how to do Samus's wall kick like Mario, because you normally need to push away from the wall and jump at the same time, not just jump.
Yeah.
So I always had so much trouble getting that one missile tank.
Whee!
But I got that on, like, my third try. I am so proud of myself.
Save.
I did save.
Save again.
No, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Commemorate the moment.
Fine. Fiancé demands dramatic saves. Dramatic saving.
Da 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 da.
You just like watching the things swirl around her, don't you?
I have to admit, you know what's actually really fun right here? Looking at her in this bright blue, like, armor suit with the. I know it's her helmet. And it's probably supposed to be more orange, but it looks very, very vividly bright red. She actually resembles Carolina from Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, the helmet is red currently,
okay.
So.
And I know it's supposed to be her helmet, not her hair, but it is really making me think of Carolina, and I'm always down for that.
Yeah. Yep, and as you can see back there, the doorway leading that other way was currently sealed by a bar that I needed to shoot a switch on the other side to lift. So I do need to keep going this way, at least for the time being.
Okay. Oh, there, that looks problematic. Oh, she's a monkey, she's a very, very monkey. It looks like you shot the...
I did shoot the ground.
I know.
Also,
the timing of you
later,
shooting the ground was wonderful.
Yeah, later on I will actually be able to go in the lava, so.
Oh, well, that's great.
But that's much later. Oh look, space pirates! Or X that are mimicking space pirates?
Ah! That guy jumped on the wall and then you weren't there and then he looked real confused for a minute. Like, where did you go?
Over here.
Over here. Over here in the down there. Fog. Actually, I cannot remember if I remembered making the monkey song joke when we were playing Korea. We first got onto like the little onto the bars. Yeah. But that was actually something that's a remnant of my childhood with my sister. We were, oh my gosh, we actually got a used N64 growing up. We grew up playing Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time. She didn't really like to play Diddy Kong Racing, and we also liked this. It was, I think, a third-party game called Cruise in the World, which was another racing game that took you on different maps of different countries. But when we were playing, so imagine Super Mario 64 actually came out like 1996, so we were both really young when it came out, and we were pretty young when we got this too. Like I think I was about 5 years old or so, 5 or 6 years old when we got this in 64. So as you can imagine, a couple of small children playing a Mario game, you're gonna come up with some really silly stuff here, okay? So
yeah,
cut to us getting very amused in the Baban battlefield. And you start down and you can look at the field, and one of the first things you can do if you run straight ahead is you'll come to a bridge. A bridge that you can go underneath, and there's a bunch of coins hanging around. So if you jump up to go and get the coins, Mario will grab onto the plank of wood like it's the freaking monkey bars, and you can swing him back and forth. And we found that out by accident. We were so amused by it. We just started singing, "He's a monkey, he's a monkey, he's a very monkey," because that's what our 5 and 7-year-old brains came up with at the time. And even still to this day, I am almost 28. She's going to be 30 soon. And it's still what comes into my head whenever I see something like that.
My fiance, everyone, she is amazing. And has some really fun stories.
Oh my god.
Now we shall continue our journey through not space, because we are currently on a space station, but we're currently in it and not outside, so...
No, still, I mean, if you're in something that's going through space, are you still in space? Technically, if you think about it...
We're all in space.
We're all in space, yes, because we're all on Earth, and Earth is going through space. Unless someone here is actually an alien, just
at which point
tuning in from a different thing, in which case, welcome to the chat, because my goodness, you've come a long way to watch us play Metroid.
They want to see what we think of aliens. Don't worry, we don't usually think that a lot of you need to be blasted with blasters. Plus, we don't have technology like this, so don't worry, you are fine.
That's fair. Here's just hoping, yeah. Oh boy, yeah. Here's hoping that any first contact with aliens comes less explodingly. That just sounds like it'd be nice. Let's just, you know the phrase "let's not" and say we did.
Yes.
I have like a sibling phrase of "let's not" and say we didn't, which is, you know what? Let's not even entertain the possibility that this is a thing that happens. Let's just take it completely off the table. We're not doing it. Oh, we're doing more bosses.
Yes, but there's something important to realize here. A lot of old Metroid games had statues like this one, where you would shoot the thing on the hands, get the item from it, and then curl up, and the statue would show you where to go next.
Oh yeah, didn't you have something like that in the Metroid Prime? I feel like you did something similar to that. It wasn't the exact mechanic, but it was similar.
Yes, but then there's the question: why would a statue like this, which is found in Chozo Ruins, be on a spaceship?
Because it's not a
And I can't just blast this one normally. You see that glowing orb? This one will give me a new beam attack. But I need to hit it on that glowing orb while then dodging the projectile it shoots at me.
Okay.
And now, I have the charge beam!
Yay! Honestly, to tell you the truth, the moment you came into the room, even before you started speaking, I remember I was looking at that thing and I was like, oh dear, this is not going to end well.
Yes.
Because you know what it made me think of? It actually made me think of the raptors in Jurassic Park 3. Okay, granted, look, the raptors are almost always scarily efficient, but those ones the ones in Jurassic Park 3 were on a somewhat of a different level because they were the ones who were hunting down the group because they took the eggs.
Yeah.
And they go into the engine research station because they're looking for the kid and also for anything that they can use to cause the help. And they're going through and they see the remnants of the research facility and all the experiments that they did, and you see some frozen, cryogenically, stasis pods that show the raptors in different stages of life, and you see
all stabilizers online.
Yay!
Yeah. Also, sorry, real quick, you can get back to the story in a second, but this new blaster, it fires 2 projectiles instead of 1. Yay. So now my basic attack deals double damage. Hooray! Yep, and I can also charge it up to make it like a missile. So, okay, so keep going.
Yeah, it starts off with like a barely developed embryo, and then it shows a different, like a partially developed embryo, and then it shows a full-on head that seems to be preserved. Nope.
That's an actual raptor.
That's an actual raptor that was hiding behind an empty tube of the preservation liquid, and the only one the protagonist realizes it because the eyes twitch, and then she just screams and then lunges. Thankfully, while it was smart enough to pose, it somehow was not smart enough to realize that it would not be able to go through the small gap between the two of them, so it had to go around, and that's probably the main reason she didn't die right there. But I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh dear, that even looked like a raptor. It just did not have anything about it that said shit. There was just nothing about that seemed like a good idea.
Yep, and that's also what you were thinking when you saw the statue.
Yes, that is what I was thinking. Well, maybe not with that extreme level of detail, because there obviously were some differences between the two. But I'm just like, this is no way this is going to be good. And then you said it wasn't going to be good. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, again, there was a boss door directly before it happened.
Oh. Yeah, that certainly doesn't help either.
One more thing. If I have a full charge and I jump into an enemy, that will deal damage to the enemy and potentially kill it without damaging me. Case in point. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Yay!
So just a good way to, help protect yourself a little bit from damage.
It's kind of like Bangalore Shield, once we updated it.
Yeah, it dealt damage to enemies whenever they tried to hit me. It's like, stop hitting me!
And of course, they never learned.
Nope. Pretty sure that's why we survived the last fight, because I was just shielding and they were hurting themselves. Back in the navigation room.
That's fair. Atmospheric stabilizers online.
But many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, TRO, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities.
Oh, that's great.
I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in TRO now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Yep. Start moving, and I'll brief you at the TRO navigation room.
Okay, so these things are like a cross between the Borg and Tribbles.
Yes, they reproduce at extremely high rates. Oh. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer, too.
Oh boy, I hope so. Because the last thing we need to deal with is a malfunctioning, significantly evil computer.
Yes, X are very much like Tribbles in that they reproduce extremely quickly, and they are like Borg that they can basically consume anything and become it. Mm-hmm. Even some things that they really, I'm not even sure, should have access to. It's like, how did they have access to space pirate data? Were there space pirates as part of the samples? And you can actually see in the next game, which is Metroid Dread, a bunch of X get out of a containment area and within a matter of hours, basically kill everything on the entire planet. Which is just why they're so dangerous and why the Metroids were created in the first place.
Yeah.
Because the Chozo were trying to stop the X from getting out of control, but, rather than tell everyone or just destroy the planet, they decided, let's create Metroids that can be harnessed.
There's no way that can go wrong.
Oh, it did already, but this is just kind of the aftermath of all of that.
Honey.
Oh, this is a rather small area.
Honey.
Yes?
Did you not detect the high levels of sarcasm in my voice?
I did. I'm just continuing. I have learned the identity of our mysterious saboteur.
Back!
She hit me with a Zora.
I did hit you with a
Zora plushie. Yes, but back to seriousness. The computer learned who are saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX.
Sorry.
Yes, just the block.
He had made it the sax.
SAX.
I know, but come on, what does that spell? That spells fax.
Yeah, I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. The explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. The SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see it, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroid, you can be frozen by Ice Beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the Ice Beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready for in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out of the SAX a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map.
Of course. At least there's a slight explanation for why this one isn't marked.
Yeah, because you don't want some random dude just walking in and undoing a security lock. Though on the plus side, look how small the map is. So there's not many places that can be hiding.
You realize how many other stories would actually be solved if they just did not have clear security areas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So, first find a security room and unlock level 1 hatches, then go to the data room and get the bomb data. Is your objective clear? Yes. Keep an eye out for the SAX.
It will play stealthy saxophone music as it approaches you.
The SAX playing random jazz music in the background as I'm running around.
Yes.
Oh, you know what?
Saxophone version of what?
The SAX is the one who is playing all of the game's music as I'm running around. It's just following. It doesn't want it. It wants to toy with me, so it's just running around playing all this dramatic music in the background.
But this sounds. Just plays draws on a saxophone.
Okay, I can't get over those yet. Ouch. I will have to come back later when I have the high jump. Also, pay attention to these caterpillars. They won't be here forever. Are you having fun over there?
I am having a great time.
Oh, I can't get through that. I'm guessing I'll probably need bombs for that later. Okay. Usually there are ways to reveal when blocks can be destroyed by other weapons, but I think that you need a bomb or power bomb to reveal. Like if you bomb a wall that looks suspicious and you can't break with the bomb, it'll at least show you what will be able to break the wall later. Yeah. And I at least know where the power room is right now. So. That door is blue. Hello, blue. We'll soon be able to open you.
That's the red team.
Nope, says the same as team. Which actually, the red doors are the last ones to open. And even then, well, I won't spoil.
Well, suck a blue.
The security level 1 unlocked. Blue hatches are now active.
Yay!
Enjoy going into new rooms. Boop.
Yeah, let me just fire my gun at this new room.
Well, can we just appreciate the fact that apparently all of these doors are activated by guns? It's like, is every scientist on this room just walking around with a plasma pistol and just shooting the door whenever they want to?
Considering what's on here, that may be a security protocol.
Maybe. You never know. Just run around shooting walls.
Just running around shooting walls. My God.
Oh, there was a door up there. Yep. So as you can see for that one enemy, sometimes enemies will be able to survive the attack. I'm pretty sure this is just a recharge room, or say, oh no, maybe not. I'm pretty sure there's an item in here. There's something in here. I know that there is. It's not just an empty room.
So, question. If the SAX is able to copy Samus, is mimicking Samus at full abilities, doesn't that... And it currently has an ice beam. Does that mean that Samus herself usually has an ice beam when she's at full power?
She usually does, but as is explained in the later game, Samus's DNA has been altered with that of Metroid.
Yeah. Well,
so she actually can't use the ice beam currently. Like, because of the vaccine, she actually can't use the ice beam anymore. And so future ice upgrade abilities involve her getting ice missiles. Because those allow her to use the ice without the ice directly
touching her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or directly being linked to her body in the same way, and so it doesn't cause the same problems.
Because I was actually wondering, like, okay, so that would make sense, you know, if she did have it, but, like, did she figure out that ice was not good for her? Because, like, or that this ice beam would cause her problems, or did she just, like,
I think
mess around with it at one point where she's like, oh, damn, this is cold.
No, she never gets it, but I think that, the computer explains it to her later.
Oh, that's fair.
Data room. You now have bombs. Go into morph ball and press B to lay a bomb. That's nice.
Out of your Samus curls up in a tiny warm little egg, in a tiny warm little ball, and then just drops a bomb. It's a nice warm bomb. It's basically, this is her laying an egg.
Did you see that explosion?
I saw the screen shaking. I did not see that there was an explosion.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
That door is broken. We can no longer use it. We're kind of stuck in here. Let's try this way. Well, it did say it would let me get out of traps.
It did?
Missiles! Perfect for escaping traps. Not really. Let's keep looking. Gotta find a way out of here. So let's try this. Huh?
Oh, there we go. Whee! Maybe the doors are actually only activated by guns on a, like, as part of like the lockdown, like security breach levels because of the disaster.
Possibly,
like,
because
they're like, hey, you know what? There's a bunch of monsters here. You can't go into this place unless you have a weapon that you can use to defend yourself about it.
That probably makes more sense. Now if I remember correctly.
Whee!
Yep, sometimes there will be additional, like, little pillars like that will come out when you bomb certain things.
Let me just lay a row of bombs here.
Yeah, these ones are a little bit more obvious than some of the other. Oh, or maybe not. Here? I'm trying to remember where. There it is.
It would have been really funny if the pillar went up and then you're like, wait a minute, this is too tall for me to jump on.
They would not soft lock you like that. Nintendo does a lot of testing, I'm sure, for soft locking. Save, of course, for that one infamous glitch in Skyward Sword, where if you do things in a particular order, for some reason it like breaks the rest of the game.
There's also, I think that this is more of a glitch than anything else, but I do remember there was something from Wind Waker, and I don't think this is currently available in the
Twilight Princess 2 with the the bridge. If you broke the rocks with the bridge, didn't defeat the Shadow Beast on the other side, and then save the game, it would still be the bridge would still be broken, but you'd have no way across now. Yeah, but sorry, Wind Waker, you were saying?
In Wind Waker, this was actually, it was more of a glitch with when you were getting the Triforce chart off of the Ghost Ship, or I don't think it's in the HD version, but I do know it was in the GameCube version. If you did a jump attack at the chest, and you hit it at the right angle, it would actually just freeze you there. Just on the ship, like mid-air. Oh my god. And already that place is creepy enough as it is. Now imagine you're just there and you're just kind of paralyzed. With like a re-dead screaming in the background. And all the ghosts and like the haunted scary faces in the mirror, just like, oh dear. This is just so problematic. I do think they no longer have it in the updated version. So
I'd hope not.
It was supposed to be a glitch, but my god. Sometimes you have to admit, like, these glitches or like the quick programming, like tidbits that were just left behind, sometimes can make things even so much creepier than you expect.
Yeah.
In the there was something. I feel like I had a specific example. Oh yeah, like in Super Mario, it was Galaxy or Galaxy 2. I think it's the Sugarburn Galaxy. One of the ones with like a fire and ice place.
Yeah.
It has the sky around the galaxy is pretty dark, and it's got like those shifting like purpley clouds.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this. If you look closely enough, you can actually see what looks like the outlines of these weird shadowy figures that just kind of are watching you from way up high.
Yeah.
Oh. And I think they're probably.
I'm sorry, I remember this room. It took me so long as a kid to realize that there were those hidden pillars that you could find.
There was just something so
creepy about it.
Yeah.
Nintendo is a master of putting creepy things in the game that shouldn't be there.
That's fair. 2 words, dead hand. Yeah.
That was intentional.
I know, yeah, that's true. Like, that's the thing, is that at least dead hand and some of the other stuff is intentional. What was the point of this? I don't know. I'm not sure anybody does. Maybe somebody at Nintendo does, but even still. It's like, what is this? And, because it probably is just a little, like, a bug, or it's a leftover, maybe they were, like, leftover character models from a different...
Or maybe they're intentional and really meant to be there. Just, like, little aliens out there in the world.
True. But it's just a little... Yeah, I guess if you think about it, kind of every creature that you inhabit there would be considered an alien, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But there is something a little odd about, like, seeing something that's so... For a lot of people, it's really easily missed. And they also don't serve any purpose. And they don't even really seem to properly correspond with any other character model, so it's like, okay, well, what's... Like, okay, maybe, like, these aliens are supposed to be here, I can kind of see that. But there's also a part of you that's like, why did you put so much effort to animating these things if they're just so out of the way, easily missed, and don't serve any purpose? Did you just want to... I don't know.
I can't get up there yet.
How creepy do you want to be?
I will be back over there later.
Apparently the answer is point.
Yeah, again, Nintendo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I cannot get up there yet. What's in here?
Yeah, you have to admit, you don't really have to go much further than like thinking, hey, Nintendo can be creepy. Then this game right here, heavily influenced by Alien. One of like the classic sci-fi horrors.
Yes.
If it still holds up, I mean, that movie came out in the 70s.
Yeah.
And I think the sequel came out, which was also much more actiony, but still freaky.
It was very well received, especially compared to the third movie, which...
Yeah, the third movie was... Actually, to tell you the truth, from what I've heard, the third movie was supposed to be very, very different, but underwent what was called a troubled production, according to TV tropes. That and production hell, and just kept going through a bunch of different writers and
Yeah, well, I can tell that considering that Ridley's the only one who survives, right? Like her daughter dies in the interim, and just a lot of stuff went.
Yeah, that's true. This is a bit of a. I guess this would be
energy tank. Woo!
This would be a bit of a spoiler too, but if I remember correctly, we were talking about Alien Isolation earlier. Alien Isolation actually, if you guys don't know, does actually feature Ripley's biological daughter Amanda, who's just as badass, maybe slightly less trained. I think she's a mechanic who gets caught up in all of this mess. Whereas I think Ripley was actually part of the original team of scientists, and it takes place in between the first Alien and the second, and it takes place during the period where Ripley is a parasite.
Nope.
Oh dear! Oh my god! Oh dear! It's like a really creepy looking foot there.
Boing. 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 Gotta shoot its eyeball.
Oh my god! Did you hear that? Did you hear
Yes.
that? That sounded exactly like King Boo from Luigi's Mansion.
A few years before, for sure.
It does, yeah, that's weird. It makes me wonder if they reused this clip for him. Because I was just watching a playthrough of Luigi's Mansion, and that was the exact noise that he makes when you're sucking him with the vacuum. Oh god, that's so creepy.
Yeah. You can tell I've played this boss fight plenty of times.
You can tell you've just played this game plenty of times before.
Yes. And maybe I'll go for a speed run at one point. Probably not. I'm not usually good at speed runs. High jump and jump ball abilities are recovered.
Yay.
You know what that means?
Bouncing time.
Boing.
Boing. Boing. Boing. Boing. Boing. Boing. Boing. Boing. Boing. Excuse me. Boing. 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 Boing.
I'm just seeing how long you're gonna keep this up.
Boing. Boing. Boing, 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 boing. Okay. Apparently I outlasted you. Waha.
I cannot go over there yet, so I'll have to remember to come back here later, because I think there's something up in that corner. Yeet.
Boing.
I can now get out of this place because I can now jump.
Yay!
The beautiful ballerina. Wait, no, that's the wrong thing.
Good.
What am I trying to think of?
I mean, there are some jumps in ballet.
Yeah, but definitely not boinging jumps like that.
I guess it depends on what you're doing.
Saving. Open. Okay. Oh, it's already started. The caterpillars are going into little cocoon things.
Oh dear.
Not so much an oh dear, just... Oh, I need power bombs to get through that. Can I go back this way? Actually, I think there's an item back here first, because these are definitely breakable. I know this takes me below where the giant eyeball was, I just can't remember if there's actually an item down here or not.
You shoot with the caterpillars.
I'm trying to shoot between them because I thought there was an item, but I guess not.
I know I know that they're problematic, but at least in this case, they're just taking a nap. Don't shoot them when you're taking a nap.
Yeah, I could have sworn that there was like an energy tank or something here.
Yeah, it feels a little weird that this room is completely empty.
I'm sure if there's something in here, I can come back for it.
Maybe.
And usually there's an open circle on rooms where there's an item that you can get. So
maybe there's something. Maybe you're meant to come back there once the caterpillars hatch.
Maybe. Oh, not again.
Oh dear, what?
They broke another door, so I can't get back this way.
Aww. Cue the saxophone, Jaws music.
Yeah, but remember there was the breakable area up above with power bombs, so I can get back here. It's just that I can't go back out this way, so I gotta probably pull my way up. Oop.
There you go. Oh, it's reforming. Whee! my god, you're hiding in the vent. This is, oh my god, you're hiding in the vent away from the hostile alien.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, yes, and you can just, you can always tell when it's nearby, because you can always just hear the... You can always just hear its footsteps.
Why are you following it?
Because that's the only way out, and it's gone now, so...
Good thing
oh, look, the caterpillars are now bugs.
Oh, well, that was fast. That was a fast hibernation.
They don't hatch until much later in the game, but...
She's a monkey, she's a monkey, she's a every time, every single time.
Missile tank acquired. Nice. Oop, and, okay, that was not there.
Do you have a swim ability, or does she just sink?
Gravity suit.
Oh, okay, so... Or at least an imitation of swimming.
Yeah, no, gravity suit just makes it that way water physics don't like apply to me, or I'm able to like move freely in water.
Physics don't apply. You realize that could be? You realize physics don't apply could basically be the subtitle of almost every Mario game.
You know, it probably could. Oh, maybe I still can't get through that.
Aww. Poor sad lonely thing. All by itself.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mr. Tank. I'll have to come back at a later point.
All by it. No, let me sing my mournful song. All by itself.
Can everyone hear Angel's sorrowful song?
All by itself. Yeah, I realized between this song and the intermission song, which I did not sing earlier, but I have sung on a previous stream. It's gonna be very interesting when I inevitably do sing a song just with my actual singing skill.
Yes, with your actual singing talent, which, for anyone who has heard her try to sing the intermission song, she is a very good singer. She just, for some reason, is also good at singing out of tune when she wants to be. Also, look, these caterpillars have now made steps for me to jump up.
Well, it does also help that I'm literally imitating Bernie Burns, who does not seem to have the best singing voice on his own.
Yeah, and this caterpillar is blocking my way forward that way, so we gotta go another way.
You should hear at one point Bernie Burns is the guy who voices Church and Lopez in Red vs. Blue, for those who do not know. He does pretty good with the voice acting, but at one point during one of the blooper reel, he makes that little intermission song. The one that goes, "This is the intermission. It's the part where I hate Carrie." Like, so he made that song. I think he just sang it off the top of his head. Either that or he had planned to make this song. I'm not 100% sure if it was completely ad-libbed or not.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going back in here because I think that maybe I can use the morph ball jump to actually get that missile tank. I had completely forgotten that I had it.
But he also at one point just starts singing "I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It" in a very, very, very screechy voice. And you can't really tell if he's singing on purpose, if he's doing it on purpose or not. I'm not entirely sure what's funnier, if he is or if he isn't. And so he just cuts to Church, just like a clip of Church, just standing on top of his the ruined outpost where he got sent to in season 6, where he's like, "I kissed the girl and I liked it." Just singing into the void.
I can see Church doing that to entertain himself when he's alone on a base for, what is it?
14 months.
14 months, yes.
Yeah.
If you were alone for 14 months, you probably would be a little bit kooky too.
For what it's worth, I think that was actually what surprised Wash, is that, like, he's a little bit grumpy and cookie, sure, but he's always been a little grumpy and cookie. And that was actually what surprised Wash. Like, you've been here all by yourself for that long? And he's like, yeah, and it was wonderful. Why did you bring back a Caboose? And the answer is because Caboose is wonderful. And also because they need his help with something, but still. The in-universe reason is, the out-of-universe reason is because the
missile time! Woo!
Yay!
And, wait, if I remember correctly, is there something here? I think there might be something else hidden in this room, maybe? Reveal to me your secrets, Mr. Wall. I guess not. Do. This way.
Hey, back.
Oh look, I'm back here! Woo! And also, can we just appreciate how much of this map was not shown on the official map of the system?
You can't even blame, you can't even really blame much of that on security problems.
No, that's just like you're missing more than half the map. What are you guys doing on this space station?
This is not letting me, it's not helping me trust the Alan computer very much.
Well, he's not the one, he's just giving me the data he has, so he's not the one that made the map. Get back here, you little blob.
But is he the one who, does he have any control over how much he shows you?
That I do not know.
Because if the answer is yes, then there could be nefarious purposes there. But if the answer is no, then he is just doing his best.
Yep, he's doing his best. He's doing as computer too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. Computers, just in general, either do their best, or they do their best, and their best is actually their worst. Computers are a tricky thing, especially in fiction.
That's fair.
Honestly, even in real life too, there are sometimes. Sometimes I feel like the machines at work behave better when I'm around. There's a running joke between me and some of the other, and between some of my coworkers where they're calling me over because they're having a technical issue, and I'm usually pretty good at clearing out some of the glitches and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, here, why don't you recreate what you were trying to do so I can see what error messages you get, and then it works. I was like, I swear to God, there was an issue. It's like, oh, I know there was an issue. I just think these things like me.
Yep. All right, we've got more navigation to explore.
Oh yeah.
Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The SAX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4, Aqua, with several thousand X.
Oh, no.
With the blue hatches active, the SAX slipped in easily. The creatures and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities. I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now, head for Sector 4.
Oh no. Time to run and scream in Aqua. Literally.
Yeah. SAX, an enemy of my strongest abilities. Does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe. Well, yeah, if you have a fully powered Samus getting off this space station.
With the abilities of this.
With the abilities of a one-of-a-kind power suit that has destroyed multiple planets.
Not to mention all the stuff that the X can just do on its own.
Mm-hmm. Navigation room.
Well, that looks like a more decently sized map.
This sector has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X were powerful and destructive, but still, it seems to be purposeful. We certainly can't rule out the possibility that SAX has a higher degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially the SAX. But I digress. The sector is home to a very large creature the researchers called Cirrus. It is capable of moving and attacking at ultra-high speed. Sounds like Samus's old speed booster.
That's not ominous or anything.
Yep. The more senseless and widespread destruction here may be attributed to Cirrus. No doubt the SAX released it, but I can't be sure why yet. Cirrus has returned often to the breeding tank here. Its natural behavior must be to go back to it periodically. It is a valuable specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. Is your objective clear? While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go. Doop.
You have been authorized to terminate. Well, God, I hope so. Can you imagine what would happen if the answer was like, if they say no, don't terminate? It's like, well, what do you want me to do? We are at an impasse here, my friend. I'm gonna shoot your problem.
Yep, and there is a data room, it looks like. Somewhere in here. Alright. Water levels! Enough said.
Oh dear. Oh, look at that. Look at how nice and helpful they designed the electric water. That's so nice. Just in case you forgot that death is gonna happen if you touch it.
Yep, need speed booster to break through that.
I'm actually really amused that you can just drop a bomb with your morph ball ability and it just stays in midair. Girl, what do you use? Like, how do you have these, like, anti-gravity bombs?
She's wearing a one-of-a-kind spacesuit made by an ancient race of space birds. Don't question it.
No, I'm going to question it. I'm going to question it a lot. This is not Pinkie Pie. I'm allowed to ask questions.
I believe.
And hey, you were the one who keeps wondering how morph ball works. You make up your mind. Do you want to ask questions or not?
I want to ask some questions, not others.
Well, fine. Yeah, I can ask some questions, but not others too, you little smartass.
I learned from the best.
Yeah, you did.
I'm pretty sure that this is just an area I can get to later, but I'm just gonna go here now because I'm here. I remember this. I remember that. My memory is not going yet. Oh, there it is. I was just a little too high. Booger. There we go. Yeah, I got 10 more missiles that I can use in boss fights. And if I remember correctly, after a boss fight, I will be coming back here anyway.
Yay.
Down we go. Go. I'm pretty sure there's electrified water down there, but I can't be sure.
Probably. I feel like they would not have necessarily have given you.
Yes.
Yep. I feel like the moment you landed on that blocky platform, I'm like, yep, there's water down there.
Yeah. On the plus side, not all of the water is electrified. Case in point, here's a nice little safe tank full of sharks.
How funny is it that a tank full of sharks is the safe option?
Well, compared to being electrified and not having a way to fight back against electrification, because there isn't an anti-lightning suit in the game, yes. I forget, do I need to go? Yeah, I think I need to go. I think I can go. I think that's the way I need to go, so I'm going to head up this way first, because I think there's an energy tank up here. I think. Again, it has been quite a while. A shark that can only be defeated with missiles and charge shots.
I also just appreciate that I think about 3 experts came together to form that shark with its giant teeth and even bigger mohawk. Did you see that thing? That was cute.
I'm pretty sure that was meant to be like a fin, but I get what you're saying.
It's a dorsal fin, but look, it's a bright pink dorsal fin. Like, come on.
It's a dorsal hawk.
That is dorsal hawk.
What? A dorsal fin mohawk.
I'm just gonna call that shark a dorsal hawk now. That's wonderful. Oh, come on, it's bright pink. I mean, that thing is going.
I knew it. Energy tank, but I can't get to the boss this direction. So I gotta go all the way around.
Runs and shoots collapsed wall in frustration. I feel like we should come up with it. I mean, these creatures have to have some names, right?
Yeah, but we're never actually told them in the game because there's not like a scanning feature like there is in Metroid Prime.
Yeah, and we just have to come up with our own. Already we have dorsal hawks. We should come up with some others.
Mr. Krabs.
We should call it, Mr. Krabs. That's good.
Don't you dare, Mr. Crab. Huh? Lightning water. Pump control units. Oh, okay, gotta be careful of that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, I need speed booster to get through to that. And don't worry, the things do repair themselves.
Well, that's nice. I feel like that's how nice that
that the station repairs itself.
Yeah, I mean, dear Lord, you think you wish it could repair more than just a couple of blocks here and there. It may actually be able to solve the collapsed storage. I think they could.
Yeah, but that's just more of like a gameplay mechanic again, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Curse you, Mr. Krabs, for shooting me. For hurting me.
Yeah, we also have like the hermit crab, the spiky hermit crab guy.
Mr. Hats.
Mr. Hats. Okay, so
oh, it looks like a guy going around with a little spiky hat.
like Ice Cap from Undertale.
Yes. Ooh, that's right, I can now do this. Boop. Alright, we're going into the room that has the big scary skull on it.
The room where it happened? Oh dear.
Oh dear. Looks like the creature's already dead.
Alright,
okay,
great.
wait for the party.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Okay, I guess job's done. We can head back.
It's got bubbles coming out of its nose. Why does it have bubbles coming out of its nose? I mean, look, even though it's clearly going to resurrect itself at some point, I'm sure. It's all bone. There's no air. Why is there bubbles? There's no air for it to come out.
I'm trying to remember if there's a way that I can actually get down to that lower area, but I might not be able to from here. No, I don't think I can. I can come back with power bombs later. Okay. But yes, it's... The creature is completely dead, and it's not so much going to be resurrected as the X have basically taken it over, killed it, and are now mimicking it.
Oh, well.
So
it still has air bubbles coming out of it. It's like,
it does.
What is this?
Well, this is a giant eyeball. I know that.
Oh my gosh. This makes me think of like the eye garden, like the Garden of Eyes from Kubo and the Two Strings. You remember those guys?
The
ones at the bottom of the water that paralyze you.
Mm-hmm.
Until Beetle Man swoops down and goes and shoots them in the face. Oh look! The Sky Orc!
Oh, ah! I was trying to get down, I did not.
Sky Orc can jump really high. At least he hasn't electrified the water. At least not yet.
Sorry, I'm remembering that's a way that you can. I forgot about stupid. Yep, giant fishy guy. There he is.
You're giant fishy guy. Just look where you're going to be in the next 5 seconds. That'll help. He's clearly having a good time. Look at him. It's like he's going to a rave. He's jumping for joy. This guy just wants to party.
Well, I just shot him in the face, so party's over.
You sure about that? Because I think he's moving faster. And
yeah, he's slowly getting faster.
And he's wearing more rainbows. I think you're making it worse. I think you're bringing the party. The party don't start till Samus walk in.
Yeah. Okay, main guy's done. Just gotta defeat the rest of it. Ow. Go away. I said go away.
No. And it says no. It wants to join. This is what happens when you bring too much party. It wants more. More party.
There we go. Speed booster, power regained. Run until the boost begins.
Alright.
So basically, if you run in a straight line for long enough, you will basically just plow through all enemies and everything that is in your way.
Oh, look at that. You're like the Flash.
I'm gonna see if I can... There we go.
See, look, now you're freaking the party. That's wonderful. You just shouldered the air, and I think you missed.
No, I was trying to. If you do the crouch thing, you can do what's called a shine spark, which is where Samus can then launch herself in whatever direction she is facing.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Oh wait, you did that on purpose. Okay.
Yep, and look, I'm back here again.
Oh, look at that. And then the floor once again fixed itself. Good job, floor. It did look like she just shoved her shoulder like in the air, like she was trying to break down the door, and she just missed.
Yeah, I will do what I can to show you it in a little bit. Once I actually get a place where I can build up enough speed to do the speed boost without dying in electricity.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't die. Die. Especially not the Mr. Krabs. That's just like too embarrassing. At least this there's a reason for the recurring monsters every time you leave and re-enter a room. Because there's thousands and thousands of X, so
all over the place.
So of course they're gonna be able to do this.
Yeah, and as much as Samus is, the one thing that can destroy them, unfortunately, there's just too many to, just get rid of.
I realize that's actually pretty common. Is you leave an area, you come back, the monster's gone. The monster's back.
Yep.
And that's definitely true in a lot of Zelda games. Probably it's true in Mario too. Whee! Ah!
Water level lowered. But good news, we don't need to worry about electrified water anymore.
Yay!
Just need to wait for it to go down.
See? Look at that. It's a beautiful thing.
Yep, it's now just normal old water. And loose power cables that can still definitely fry my butt. And every other part of me.
Well.
And now...
Deep fried Samus. Okay, so there is something a little funny about watching a souped up Samus run and then just stop when she faces the wall.
Get out of the way, Krabby Crab. I'm trying to get over there.
Back.
Bonking and missiles.
Bonking and missiles. That just sounds. That sounds like the name of a wacky sitcom.
And look, I can just tear right through the enemy.
If Metroid was ever made, if Metroid was ever made into like a sitcom style thing, just call it bonking and missiles.
Speaking of, I think that there is an item down here that I can get. I need power bombs.
As opposed to the non-powered bombs. Fuck.
Yeah, well, power bombs are literally like screen-filling explosions. So
I guess that would be powerful, just in comparison of nothing else. Yeah, your regular bombs, like, oh, there's certainly some power there.
Let's see if I can get over to that data room that was over there.
Okay.
Nope, there's already X over here, and look at the map. The door is red. That's a level 4 door.
Okay.
Oh, can't get through that either. Can't get past that. Oh, I can go down here though, supposedly.
I'm gonna call these guys Shellblades.
Okay. Actually, if I remember correctly, this is like a much later part of the game, so I'll come back later.
Okay, bye Shellblades. We'll kill you later.
Stand up, Samus.
You're just bobbing up and down like a little beach ball. Hey!
Yep, little beach ball guys over there.
Beach ball, Samus.
Alright, let's get back to the navigation room, shall we? I'm pretty sure next up we have Sector 3. Yeah. Let's recharge first.
Ow. Going over there.
Yep, just doing the Samus claw on your knee. Whee!
Apparently my knee is a charging port, everybody. Next time he touches it, I'm gonna have to make noises.
Yep. Navigation room. So Sirius had been infected by the X2. Well, as a result, you recovered another ability. At this rate, you may be able to face the Sax yet. But that's still a ways off. HQ has more support data, this time a missile upgrade. You desperately need this, but the data room here is sealed with a level 4 lock. The highest security level. Let's avoid opening sensitive areas unless necessary. Also, the route to the data room in Sector 2 is blocked by still more SAX activity. I note a deliberate activity pattern, as if it is blocking your recovery intentionally. Samus, it looks like your best option for this download is in Sector 3 PYR. You will find the PYR data room on your map after using the navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now head for Sector 3 PYR. Pyre.
Fire.
Dum 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 dum.
Also, I was so proud of you. You called the fake Samus Sax. I was so proud.
I'm pretty sure I called it the Sax too, just for, convenience sake.
All the time you've been calling it the SAX, and you've actually said no when I called it Sax, which I was surprised by, because usually you like calling it funny.
That's
call it funny things.
Okay.
And then you called it, Sax during the first time it popped up, and then you went back to SAX. God damn. At least I got you to say it once.
Yeah. Welcome to the fire area. Thankfully, the X have not invaded this area yet.
Famous last words.
Yeah, the data room here is sealed by another security hatch. In order to download, you must find a security room here and activate level 2 hatches.
Where didn't he just say that we should not open any more security areas?
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
This may allow the SAX and X parasites into the area, but we are left with no choice. Your recovery is our main goal.
Okay, look.
The data room is here. As I explained, security rooms can't be shown on the map. Be careful, Samus. You will see very violent organisms here. And avoid the ultra-heated areas. Your suit can't take such high temperatures. Yet, but we're working on it. Level 2 hatches are green. Release the lock and proceed to the data room for download. Super missile data is ready. Your firepower will triple. Is your objective clear? Yes.
Apparently.
First, activate green hatches, then go to the data room. There are no ultra-heated areas on the route, so turn back if you enter one. Pew, pew.
Okay, can we just appreciate the sheer level of flip-flopping this guy did? So, he started off saying that your original data room is behind a level 4 hatch. So, and
They should try to avoid opening that.
Try to avoid doing it, so you don't give Sax and the X any more capacity. And then what happens when you get here? He says, "Hey, we're gonna have you open up this level 2 hatch. This may allow Sax into the area, but what choice do we have?" Like, maybe you're right, but at the same time, dude, you are so contradictory right now. You look, what? Oh dear.
Okay.
No Death Mountain for you. Why are you going back?
Because there is an energy tank on the other side.
Well, you know what else is on the other side? Lava and death. You are going to die.
We'll see. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you're going. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. And the good news is I can speed boost my way back.
Your computer Adam is probably just like, why did you not listen to me? You were going through that whole lava area. If he can see anything of your progress, he's like, what are you doing? The hell?
This is actually one that I always did as a kid, even well before I was supposed to.
Wait, you always almost set yourself on fire and went through the energy thing?
Yes.
Okay.
All for this energy tank. The good news is that getting back is not nearly as hazardous because I have speed boost and can do this. I still take some damage, but it's only like...
Yeah, like 20 rather than, 112.
Oh, the last one was like 300, but yes.
Well, wow. Yeah, I was trying to give you a little bit of the benefit.
Yeah, don't worry. I know how much damage I do to myself when I go through that. Speed boost! Activating!
I also just love that all of these, Samus level pieces of wall just can be cleared out. For the sole purpose of speed boosting her way through this. I just like that this is a design feature of the freaking space station. There's actually quite a bit of that here. Because, you know what, this place also has a lot of morph ball tracks. And places where you can put morph bombs. Which, as you said from the last thing, is a Samus-specific power enhancement. Like this, this place is just tailor-made for her. At least with the Chosen, you could argue that she was supposed to be their chosen one, so maybe they had some heralding of what she was going to be able to do.
Yes, and the suit that she wears is designed by them.
Yes, this place has no excuse. These people are just being surprisingly convenient. Which is really even funnier considering they're undergoing a crazy disaster right now. And even if they are not undergoing a crazy disaster, a lot of the organisms on this ship are hazardous. This is not the time to be making Samus-level destroyable blocks. You have more important things to do. Like apparently making...
Oh look, the security room!
Apparently making morph ball tracks into your security room.
I completely forgot that the security room was actually back here.
So by making morph ball bomb tracks and speed boost bomb tracks into your security room,
it's going to appreciate
so we can open up all the green doors and let parasites inside. This is a great plan.
Yeah, can we also just appreciate the fact that the security room door was behind one of these speed trap walls, and it's like... It's okay. That it has a max length it can extend.
No, it's like at least this thing is killable, unlike the eels in Kirby.
Yes. Dun 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 dun.
What to do? Why are you? Oh, yeah, you're looking for a hole.
I'm pretty sure speed boost can get me through this. Yes. Ooh. Actually, I'm gonna head upwards first. I'm pretty sure there's actually something else up there if that's the way down.
Okay, good. It'll give me a chance to think of names for those blue flying things.
What about the wormy guys?
I need to think of one for them too.
Take your time. We got.
Oh god, there's so many enemies! Oh jeez.
Yep. Can't get through that, probably need super missiles. I'm sorry to make you have to think so hard about all the enemies because all the new ones are being introduced immediately.
It was my idea to name them.
Yeah.
Just like watching the floor fix itself after you.
What is even the purpose of this room? Why would you make a room where the only way down into it is through the ceiling?
Well, I mean, wait a minute. It's not. Oh, come on. If you think about it, didn't you have another moment too where you were wondering why does this room have doors in the ceiling? And I literally just said the same reason a 12-year-old has a lobster.
Oh yes, good point. Good point.
This is not without precedent here.
That was in Metroid Prime, I think? Yes, Metroid Prime, where it's like they put doors on the ceiling.
Yes, they did. And this one is kind of like a door in the floor, which is basically just a door in the ceiling to another room. It's all a matter of perspective, really.
Fair point. I got on my fire. Ah! Just have to check.
We should call these guys wall masters.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't actually need to jump off that.
Oh, that guy's a torch slug. I'm calling that one a torch slug.
That's actually a good name.
Thank you. It's not mine. It is the name of a Zelda enemy.
Oh, I remember those. So
is Wallmaster, actually.
I know Wallmaster. How could I not know Wallmaster? Giant evil hands that pick you up and bring you back to the start of a dungeon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're like one of the most infamous Zelda enemies out there.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, that door is ultra melted.
Maybe the sack's got lava.
Or it could be the superheat, because I mean, just look in the backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
No, it is a good question. It's like, was that door melted before I opened the other doors?
I guess we'll never know.
We probably can't. We probably could if we really tried, but I'm pretty sure it was melted all the time. So it's probably because of all the security errors and all that stuff going on. Missiles.
Yay.
And I think this is the way up to the data room.
Whee.
Oh yeah, it took me out on the other side of the
lobby thingy.
Yes, that I think I need super missiles for, and that's probably a way back down. Cool.
Look at how we're...
Well, it's meant to be a simulation of like a desert environment, so or lava environments too. So.
Yeah.
Regardless, there's a data room up here. Guardrail for some reason, or climbing rail. Oh well. I can now have super missiles. Not as super as you, sweetie, but they're still super missiles. Hold R and press B to use a super missile, aka normal missile. Oh god, what just happened?
An explosion.
I know, but...
A rocking horse. I don't know!
Creepy music is playing. Oh dear, something was here. And it destroyed this door from the other side of the melted part.
Yes, safe. It's a safe room. Too bad it's not a safe room.
Well, no monsters ever appear in safe rooms, so it is sort of a safe room.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yep.
That's the recharge noise.
Yes.
You realize I think about 37% of your gameplay thus far is just you making Samus test the integrity of every wall, door, and floor in this.
That is something that you have to do in Metroid, because you never know when a door or a wall will hold a secret.
Maybe it is something you have to do in Metroid, but what the hell is the in-universe explanation? Can you just
She's looking for structural weaknesses. That's why they have the scanning feature in Prime. Oh, okay. What's oh, this one's broken too. Oh,
behind your head. There.
It's moving towards the data room.
Oh dear.
Whatever it is.
Gonna eat the data.
Security robot!
The security guy is trying to get you. And this guy is having problems. I was gonna say, why is it just throwing rocks at you? And then I realized those were bombs. I'm like, okay, that makes all these sense.
Oh, I got it.
You got it, yay!
Yeet! Oh, ah. I'm okay.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Did your spine explode?
No, I'm perfectly alright. No spine exploding here.
Okay.
But it tore its way right through the ceiling.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Can I get through here? No, I need the screw attack, which is the last ability you unlock.
Look, going back to Samus, I think at this point you're probably more along the lines of 38.7% gameplay is just you shooting like bombs and missiles at like every piece of.
I need speed boost.
Every piece of structure that you can do. It's like yes, maybe. Can you just imagine? You know, like. If anybody is able to recover anything from this station when you're done with it, and they're checking out some security footage, just seeing Samus, you know, just imagine seeing Samus. Someone's watching security footage, and Samus is just like spamming her missiles and her bombs all over the part of this floor, and you're just like, what are you doing, you crazy lady? What are you doing? It works. You know it works. Please stop. We already have structural issues. You don't need to be making more.
I guess I can't get through that yet. Oh well, we shall see later. Actually, maybe I'll try one. I was speed boosting while I was speed boosting.
That's impressive. Double speed boost. That's like 16 speed boosts.
Yeah, okay, I don't think I can get up through that, so we're just gonna head to the next area.
Oh! There you go. That was a complete.
Oh no! I need more speed boosts, and I don't think I can get back up there, unfortunately.
What do you think? Those blue master guys? Can we call them like? What do you think? Hammer Bros?
Sure.
Okay. Hammer Bro. Beautiful. Are you trying to blow up your...
I'm trying to make Samus balance when she's up there, but it doesn't seem to be working.
Oh.
Maybe I need power bombs. I know there's an item in here. It's telling me on the map, but just... I'll come back later for it, I guess. Oh, I'm back here. Nice. If I remember correctly, I think the next area will have me getting the Various suit, which will actually let me survive in superheated areas.
I just thought of what we can name those long snaky guys.
Yeah.
We can name them wall eel, like wallies. Or wall eels.
Wall eels.
Wall eels, but wallies for short.
Okay. Navigation room.
Okay.
I see that you encountered a rogue security robot. You may destroy it if you meet it again. Your safety is vital. But as to your brief, level 2 security locks are released. So sectors 5 and 6 are open. That means those sectors have likely been infiltrated by X. They are much harder to stop than we initially suspected.
Another reason why engaging those security logs was a bad idea, like you originally thought. Adam, please.
Yeah, but we don't really have much of a choice.
I know you don't have much of a choice. I'm still amused by the fact that he just completely turned himself around
he has to do what he
30
can.
seconds.
Okay, Sector 5 Arc is Sub-Zero. You're still susceptible to cold from the vaccine side effects, so you'll take damage if you even set foot inside there. Avoid Sector 5 for now, but in the meantime, HQ is working on data to adjust your suit for extreme temperatures.
Oh, that's nice.
Once we have the transmission, you can download it, but the X have destroyed all the data rooms you have used so far. I no longer doubt their capacity for critical thought. You'll have to use the data room in the night habitat, Sector 6, Knock. Go to Sector 6 and access the navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Yes. Tread lightly, Samus. You're the only one who can do this. And the X are maybe much more dangerous than we know.
I tell you the truth, I feel like Adam is... I mean, he doesn't... I don't know, there's something about it where he seems... I feel like he's getting a little bit more like... I almost feel... Personality. I don't know if it's intentional or not.
Yeah, I will not spoil what I know about him, but... Okay. About the computer, but we will continue.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Oh. Incoming dispatch.
Oh, hey man.
Does Sama suspect anything?
Oh dear.
No, I do not think so. Good. Monitor her closely. Affirmative. Out.
Oh, well, would you look at that?
Yeah, well, Adam is a computer, so he needs to take orders from the people that created him, and remember, Samus got Adam as part of the deal for getting a new spaceship, so it's likely that whoever gave her the computer wanted to keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
And, like they said, they don't necessarily mean harm to her. At this point, it could just be, keeping an eye to make sure that she's, able to actually survive, or maybe that she's not, causing problems on the station.
Yeah,
shooting walls with missiles.
This is what happens when you keep shooting walls with missiles, Samus. You get creepy people spying on you.
The various suit data is here from HQ, ready to download. But look how far away the download room is. I gotta go through all that. Get moving to the data room, but there's a problem.
Of course.
X from the Sub-Zero sector arc are in Sector 6. And they have been changed by the cold. If you absorb one, you'll be frozen from within. This seems like a deliberate tactic.
Oh dear.
And you can see them.
Yeah.
Once you download the various suit modification, you will be out of danger. Just be extremely careful until then. The knock data room is here. Remember, avoid the blue X. Use your beam to stun them in order to get by. Objective clear. Be careful. They are hunting you actively now, Samus. This area is very dark. Proceed with extreme caution. Yes, unlike the other X, the blue ones are much bigger, but they can also be stunned by shooting them.
Oh no, the planning for her surprise party is ruined. Oh god.
Fair point.
Actually, no, according to the game, it's not ruined just yet. She apparently doesn't know anything. There's still time.
Yep.
that is the bunkers and missiles version. Is that all this is just like a really elaborate virtual reality game that they're using to distract her while they plan her surprise party. Oh. That's the sitcom version, everybody. Oh. Meanwhile, please enjoy this brief interlude from running while Piemaster tries to blow up a wall.
Oh. You just listen to the music though.
Oh.
It's like very faint, has this like ominous clicking. Actually, is there something here? I can't remember. There's another one over here. Oh, there is. I'd completely forgotten about that.
Oh yeah, I hear it now. I hear the clicking. Just line this entire line with bombs.
There we go.
There you go. Okay. Progress is being made. Bog. It just lands right in the tank.
I think there's another one down here too.
What's that mysterious ticking noise?
Everything explodes.
Oh.
No, don't worry. Everything doesn't explode until the very end. Oh, I see a frozen one. Go away, leave me alone. I don't want to eat you.
Oh god.
I don't like frozen food.
I don't like frozen.
Oh god, there's 8 of them.
Ah!
Or 6. It's hard to tell.
I got
look, a breakable brick. Oh god, there's one inside it. Curse you! It worked against my Zelda instinct to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Well, I had to destroy one of those to get through. So.
I know, but then you destroyed 2. I'm like, no, don't.
I didn't mean to desroy the second one. It was on accident.
Don't shoot the last one. Let's just be safe and not shoot the last one.
Nope, I can't get through there. Okay. Careful.
Oh.
I need a screw attack to get through that. Nope, go away. Oh, great, I need to absorb this one. Ow. Okay, so there's a lot of damage, but not too bad. Ow.
Are you good? Are you okay? Did your spine explode yet?
Almost. Okay, I'm gonna restart this room because I need speed boost.
Fire effect.
Nope. Okay, I'll go this way for safe room. Oh, thank goodness. Lots of little enemies I can destroy for health.
Yay!
Come back here, I need help.
Oh my god. It took me a minute, but I am suddenly remembering where the mysterious ticking noise is coming from right now. That is actually a reference. In addition to many, like, you know, bomb references and, like, you know, movies and stuff. It's just like, there is, people are not aware, there's a thing online called the Potter Puppet Bell, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is like these little puppet shows that people have done featuring Harry Potter characters. There's one that's called the Mysterious Ticking Noise, and Snape is the person who finds there's like, and he's looking around like nothing over here, nothing over there. It's like it's kind of catchy, and then he starts singing a song going Snape, Snape, Severus Snape, 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 Severus Snape to his.
I need power bombs to get it back up there, and I can't. I don't have power bombs. Okay.
Just go along. He just makes up. You know, he just sings along to the little beat that he has.
I still need power bombs to get through that.
Apparently. And then Dumbledore shows up. And... just hide in the corner. Oh no! Oh dear! She can break through the floor like you did. Ah!
Power bomb.
Did she just wipe up the entire floor?
And the wall. And then shot open the door. And she's gone. If I had gone over too soon, I not only would have dropped down through that, but if I had gotten onto that and moved over too much, I would have dropped down right in front of her.
Oh my god.
And she was headed for the data room.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get back on topic after that, right?
Panic.
Yep. Even if it's always scripted, it always just kind of gives you just that sort of just like, whenever she shows up.
Yeah.
Curse you, saxophone.
Yes, and then they just start. So then Snape shows up, Dumbledore shows up, Hermione shows up, Ron and Harry show up. And then, oh my gosh, they just get into this whole. There's just all of these voices just singing along with their own names and stuff like like all in different melodies. It's like Hermione, Ron, Weasley. Oh dear.
There's a giant eye. No. Okay.
And then at the very end.
Hey, that's mine! Give them back!
Hey, what happened? What did they got?
It just stole my freaking Varia suit and it destroyed the machine.
Aww.
Get back here, you bugger! I need that Varia suit. Gimme.
Give me me.
Where'd you go?
Ah! Sorry. And then Ron eventually was just like, I found the source of the tea. It's a pipe bomb. And everybody cheers for some reason. And then it goes off, and then Voldemort laughs, and then that's it. It is way sillier than you might expect. It's not the only one, too. There's also one called Bothering Shape. And Withered Angst. Oh, there's a secret one called Follow the Butterflies. Which is probably my favorite of the group, just because it's so wacky.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
It was weird though, I couldn't actually use my missiles on it. But now I can use my missiles on this part. Which I'm going to do because I need that Varia suit.
Give me big.
die and give me my yellow suit. Survive extreme temperatures and means I can no longer be frozen in place by the SAX. Ooh, what is that? And I'm yellow and orange now! Look at my cool new suit!
Oh yeah. Beautiful. Look at you go.
Yep, I can now absorb all the icy guys, and they give me a lot of health. The bad news is, unfortunately, once they realize that I can absorb them freely, they will try to flee from me, so I need to shoot them to actually get them to stay still so I can absorb them.
I don't know, those guys seem to all be very dedicated to, absorbing themselves and eat. You didn't realize, okay, the X we can call, I guess. They're kind of like, the X are kind of like keys from the Zelda games. There's different varieties of them. Those are the ice keys. Or the blue. Or maybe the bubbles.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I mean, since they actually have a name, I don't really think we need to name them.
Okay, yep. I'm pretty sure that part of this is going to fall way below me.
Brace for impact. That!
I got it!
Perfect! Perfect bracing.
There it is.
Yay! Knocking down the choo-choos.
At this point, everything is just gonna have a Zelda name.
Yes, everything's gonna have a Zelda name. Those are the ones that... Well, technically the Hammer Bros are not,
Fine, Zelda and Mario.
Yes.
We'll give everything a nickname that is Nintendo.
What about the Wallies?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, but look, now the ice guys are actually fleeing in terror from me. That's right, guys. I can eat you now. Nom, 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 nom. Yes, I know how weird that sounds.
Yes, that did sound very weird.
I'm just telling the truth. Samus can now absorb/eats the frozen X. She can have ice cream again!
Yay! She's no longer
I'm pretty sure they make ice cream that doesn't have lactose in it.
They do. It's called lactate, and also, like, I don't think, like, I feel like there's a different type. It's not like lactose. I feel like there is a type of like a frozen treat that's not in water ice. I don't think has any lactose. But yeah, don't ask me why that was the first thing that came to my mind. I really have no idea.
Me neither. Woo!
This is just another one of the most random things that popped out of my mouth. And yeah, so we're doing great.
Okay, I need Screw Attack to destroy that, and I'm assuming that because of its placement that there is a speed booster over here. Oh no, that's Power Bomb. Oh yeah, I need Speed Booster to get through that. Actually, I wonder if there's enough room.
I don't think so.
Just barely not enough. Which is why I need the Screw Attack in order to break that wall to get in there. Angel is lying on the floor because her back is hurting.
Oh, this is quite nice. Yeah. There.
Wait, what? I knew it!
Oh, it's a bat!
I knew it. There wasn't an item thing on here, so it's like, wait a second.
Oh.
Okay, there's one back here, though, that is an item.
Yeah.
Also, what form of DNA lets someone imitate a missile expansion?
A mimic. It's a mimic.
Me neither.
Honestly, you would think that DNA would not exactly allow you to form a whole ass various suit, but with full power.
Yeah, but...
And all of the abilities that comes with. But would be wrong, now wouldn't you?
Well, you have to remember that the suit, as it said in the intro, was sort of linked directly to her biological systems, which is why they couldn't remove it. Yeah. Or they couldn't, like, depower the suit and actually, you know, try and treat her normally.
But still, it's not while that may have been the case, they were able to take it off, so they...
No, they only were able to take off parts of it.
They were only able to take off parts of it.
Yeah, they had to surgically remove them.
Mm-hmm. But they were still able to take it out, and it's not a full suit anyway.
Yeah, but there must have been enough in there, and they definitely had Samus's DNA, and whatever suit power she had at the time must have been connected to it. That's I'm pretty sure the logic they're going for. I think.
It may be the logic they're going for. But I think it's also fair to say that these things' DNA replication can extend to both organic and inorganic material.
Fair point.
Thank you.
This doesn't seem to make any sense at all, unless the X have the ability to process data organically. At any rate, you have the various suit data, and you'll be able to protect it from extreme temperatures. More importantly, the sacks will not be able to freeze you, so you can escape easier, but you're still too weak. The thing is too much for you. You currently have no way of damaging it, but the simulations indicate that a penetrating weapon like the plasma beam might work. Developing modification data will take the HQ time, though. There's also the chance that you may be able to restore your plasma beam by absorbing a large core X, as you did with the charge beam function. As for restoring ice beam functionality, I doubt it. Your current cellular makeup would reject that addition. Therefore, HQ has developed an ice missile upgrade. This will add a freezing effect to your missiles. It will help. Go to Sector 5 ARC for the download. Because, again, Sector 6 is currently kaput. Objective clear? Yes. Now get moving. Yes, sir, fish, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, fish, sir. What the heck?
Something from a cartoon, I think.
Why is Adam a fish now?
That was just something from a cartoon where it's like I think it's like a fish, like a singing fish on the wall starts talking to a character, and so the person starts like following its orders, and at one point just goes, "Yes, sir, fish, sir. Yes, sir."
It's just making me think of the singing fish on the wall with the pirate captain. SpongeBob.
I remember that fish.
And dropped in the deck, I flop like a fish.
Typing data. You need to go to download data for ice missiles upgrade, but as you might expect, the data here is secured. Level 3 security hatches are yellow. Release the security lock and download data as usual. And experiment with those new missiles. They will be helpful. Is your objective clear? Yes.
Because that
you know what to do? Go do it.
Because that worked out so well the last time.
Well, on the plus side, I don't think there's any more sections that can be unlocked by the yellow. At least like none like of the breeding sectors.
How far into the game are you? It feels like you've gotten pretty darn far.
I actually don't remember exactly how far I am. I might be approaching halfway.
Fuck.
Oh.
Hello. Boo.
Yeah, I'll be able to freeze those later and use them as platforms.
Okay. Oh, then that makes them even more like a boo. At least in Super Mario Sunshine.
Yes.
You can turn them into platforms with the water of the Yoshi juice. So yes, they're boos now. They're boos now. That's your attack.
Are you having fun?
I am having fun.
Yeah, I'd love to. Also, who on Earth would work in this kind of environment where it's like everything is frozen?
A penguin. God, I had no hesitation on that one.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh dear.
Once I go into the data room, I'm gonna have to go out a different way because this switch resets every time I leave the room.
Okay.
And I do not have a way to shoot through walls. Yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, I think that needs a power bomb to be destroyed. So once again, we have another.
Yes, more structural damage is incoming.
As expected. Speed boost.
I have to admit too, if she's apparently quite well known for blowing up planets, I don't see why a space station would be any more safe from her.
To be fair, I think that has only happened twice by this point in the timeline, and one of them was a planet that was made out of pure phazon, so...
Yes, I understand that it needs to be blown up. I'm just amused that it's happened more than once. I'm just amused that it's happened at all, really.
Well, it's not her, it's just she defeats the enemy, and they have, like, a self-destruct feature as a way of saying, it's like, if you kill me, I'm gonna take you with me, jerk.
So it's like the Predator. You know, you defeat them and then they set off the bombs and then they laugh evilly to themselves and then you run away and then they blow up.
I didn't actually know that was a thing.
Well,
then again, I've never seen the Predator
At
movie,
the very least, I know that was true for the first Predator. He, as he's dying, he sets off a bomb on his armor and the main character looks at it and he's like, ah, and runs away. Meanwhile, the Predator is just laughing in death right now.
Okay, I can go down there later, but let's see what's over here first. Oh, I need ice missiles for this. I remember.
Moss.
If an X goes into it, it'll form one of those tall pillars, which I can then freeze.
Whee! Oh. More moss. Moss with cake.
I need power bombs to get through there.
Moss with the cake.
Moss with a boop. Angel fell over because I twisted myself to the side.
Yes. This is what happens when I try the raspberry the like.
Yes, it is.
Am I doing it again? What?
Are you okay? I didn't actually expect you to fall down that much. Or more power bombs.
How did you not expect me to fall down?
Oh, yellow door!
This is me we're talking about. I just hope you know that. Now.
I found the yellow security room! Yay! Level 3 hatches are now open.
Yay. Guys look like picnics.
Oh, dude, that was so unfair. He was like intangible for like a second. Okay, yes, I will fall through those if I step on them.
Okay, listen to this music right here. This is kind of like ghostly music. This is creepy.
Yep.
I'm trying to think. I feel like this is reminding me of something. I feel like I'm remembering music from a specific place of video that this is reminding me of, and it's bothering me, and I can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's sort of like a haunted snow.
Yeah.
The Shining, maybe? No.
No. Good
That's
guess.
haunted snow, but no. Haunted snow, but no.
Oh my god, it may remind me. Oh my gosh,
What?
Oh my god, I know what it reminds me of.
What?
Music from Star Trek, like the original series of Star Trek. Do you remember the episode "The Devil in the Dark"?
Oh yeah.
When he goes to find those little like silicon nodule things and learns what's going on with them. And it kind of has that, I guess he's going into the room where they all are, and since like he still doesn't have all the answers yet, it decides to be mysterious and does that dun 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 music. That's what this is making me think of right now.
Oh no, don't let her down.
Did you do that on purpose?
No.
Okay.
But I can now freeze enemies,
Yay.
which means that these turtles can now act as stepping stones.
Okay, these guys are Koopas now.
Yep, and there's a secret item. Ooh, energy tank. Wait.
A real energy tank?
No.
Nope.
I knew it. I was suspicious, but I think that there is an actual energy tank in here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay!
I do love that though. I'm just like, wait.
Yeah, you were really excited about it, and I'm like, oh no. And also, can we just appreciate too that these like that I don't know why it's funny to me that it's like, it's like if you had a nickel for every time that you faced a mimic energy tank in a small room where the real energy tank was hidden off to the side, you would have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it is weird that it's happened twice. Which I think is actually pretty funny too, because that was a very specific scenario.
Yep. All right, I need space jump to get up to the rest of that room. Oh.
Perfect.
But I need to go up this way because it's going to freeze and block off the other way, at least for now. Now if I kill this enemy over here and don't absorb the X, it'll go into that thing.
Eventually, I'm sure. There we go. Perfect.
Just dash straight through an enemy.
Forget the enemy, dash straight through a wall.
Yeah, well that's kind of also expected at this point.
Oh yeah, but here, what do you think? What do you think is gonna be tougher, a squishy-looking organic creature or a wall on a space station?
Well, to be fair, it wasn't a squishy. It was one of those like really hard armored shell guys that are constantly charging at me.
A wall on a space station that's covered with what looks like several inches of ice.
Fair.
Thank you.
Okay, now how do I get back up from here? Oh.
That.
I forgot about this.
There you go.
Bloop, bloop. Alright. Still can't get over there. So let's just head back to the navigation room. Because I think that we have everything that we can get in here, and I can get some items on the way back.
Oh god, what was that?
You'll find out later.
Okay.
Don't worry. For now, he's just going to be back there being intimidating.
Maybe it's another robot. Yeah, he was kind of shaped widely like a robot.
Oh, looks like he left, so I think we're good.
Bye, buddy.
Yeet. Yeet.
Did you freeze him? Do I? No. That would be pretty funny if Samus just had a plan, shot the enemy to freeze it, looked up, realized she shot it too high, and was just like, damn.
You have to wait for him to come back down.
Yeah, I have to wait for gravity.
Oh, I need to wait. I need to have speed boost, which I think I can only do later because there's not nearly enough room up there.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry, he does that. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah, don't mind a potential shadowy robot creature in the background. He occasionally likes to be dramatic.
It's not wrong, huh? Okay, now where is that? Oh, I need power bombs to get the item. Alright. Oh.
Emergency in Sector 3.
Oh dear.
Emergency in
Can you wait 6 minutes?
Yeah.
Emergency in Sector 3.
Recharge.
Oh
dear.
Emergency in Sector 3.
Red alert! Oh look, you're even on red alert. This is perfect.
Yep. I was when I saw you leaving, it's like, okay, I better go into the store quick, and then it's like,
Emergency in Sector 3.
emergency in Sector 3. The area could melt down soon.
Okay.
It seems the main boiler's cooling unit is malfunctioning. This could easily destroy the entire research station.
Yeah.
As it would likely trigger the auto-destruct explosives. We have about 6 minutes. Hurry to Sector 3 and access the control room to the side of the main boiler room. Most of the systems in PYR are down because of this. Again, we know who to blame. The SAX must have hacked into the system's control file. What impressive intelligence. Is your objective clear? Yeah. There's little time. Hurry to the control room.
6 minutes to main boiler explosion.
Oh my god. It even sounds like the countdown computer in Star Trek. There's so much Star Trek imagery here for me. I'm kind of amused by it.
Yep. Normally you have to wait until the end of the game for everything to explode, but in this case we're doing it early.
So, I wonder what on earth Saxon's plan was. I mean, if this whole... I mean, granted, yes, this would take you down and would take out a lot of stuff, but these creatures are also pretty... Okay, well, granted, it seems to be pretty immune to a lot of different types of damage, but still, there's no guarantee that an explosion of this magnitude wouldn't hurt it, and it would definitely hurt a lot more of the X-parasites as well. I'm wondering what on earth their plan was. If Samus...
Well, maybe they can survive in space. We don't know.
That's assuming they survived the explosion. And that's not again.
Well, remember, they were, in the very beginning, they were immune to Samus's missile attacks, which is why they were able to latch onto her. So,
True,
they could be immune to explosions.
But a missile attack is very different from an entire space station boiling over like this.
Yeah, also, while I can survive in heat, I cannot yet survive in lava, so I do need to still be careful.
Be a monkey, be a monkey, be a very, very monkey.
Okay, can I make it? Yes. Am I going the right way?
God, I would hope so.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, a
like
purple wall guy.
Oh, yay! Use those wallies.
Dun, dun, dun.
Water wallies. Nice.
Yep. I think I destroyed part of it. There we go.
I like that the platforms will strategically repair themselves in case they accidentally destroy too much of it. Be like, oh wait, here. Let's not, let's just give you back this thing.
Lava! Oh god!
More lava!
Self-destroying platforms. Main boiler. Oh god, this whole place is melting.
See, a lot more than a missile now, isn't it?
Oh, there's a boss in here. Move, buddy. What the? A human?
Are you sure that's a human? Nope, no, it's not a human. Hello, my good sir. So it is very clever of them to...
Yeah, as you can tell, this is new being one. Yeah, it's very clever of them to take the appearance of one.
Yes, because humans probably do have the dexterity to manipulate the control panels.
And also potentially the intelligence, because I don't know if it's mentioned this yet, but I think that when they kill a species, they also gain access to their knowledge.
This is such work, I swear.
I know. Wide beam ability recovered. Widens beam dramatically. And now I have 3 projectiles. Oh, let's turn off the explosion.
Can you show off later? Can we
unit operational.
Let's chill out and then you can show off. Okay? Okay. Okay, now go ahead. Show all the things. Yay! Blow more holes in the wall. Make more security guards question what on earth we're doing.
Well, hey, to be fair, the station's not going to be around by the end of the game.
That's fair, but I still say if there's anybody who's able to watch any recorded footage of this, whether it's like something's being like uploaded to another computer and is able to watch security footage of it, they would be so like, hello, lady, what are you doing?
Fair. And I think that the purple guys are only different is that their projectiles that they occasionally spit out can go in any direction. Like they can like it doesn't, like the green guys only fire projectiles that go straight, the purple ones fire ones that go at an angle to try and hit you. It can be up or down depending on where you're standing.
Oh, you're backtracking.
Okay, I'm probably gonna end once I find a save room.
Okay.
Because it is pretty late and I really gotta go bathroom again.
Alright, in that case, I'll stay for the final because I have a feeling we're gonna. Can we talk to the Adam again and see if he has anything to say after the crisis aversion?
Yes, we can go back to the Adam and get our next objective before we save and quit.
Alright, sounds good. She's a monkey. Oh god.
That's just stuck in your head now.
That's gonna be stuck in my head for like the next. Oh my god, it's gonna be stuck in my head for a while.
Oh, these guys have now been replaced by the stronger variants. Yep, that is actually a sign that you see throughout the game, is that eventually the stronger variants of enemies will start to replace the weaker ones. Potentially showing the X evolving to try and take you on. Ow. Stop doing that. Bad worm. And I don't need to go back to that other superheated area because I already got the energy tank in there.
Yeah, Hammer Bros. Hammer Bros. Well,
Yeah.
there was one Hammer Bro, one, The only name that's coming to my head for those flying enemies are Blue Rocks. Don't ask me why. Well, Rock is a bird creature. It's
Oh, I know. In MLP, there's like a giant one that's like 3 or 4 stories tall.
Yeah, and then there are some flying Zelda enemies called like the Cargo Rocks. Remember the ones in Wind Waker that make them?
Yes.
That sound like an evil sheep. Yeah.
The X mimicked a crew member. It all makes sense now. The X can absorb the memories and knowledge of their prey. What an astounding find. HQ was very impressed. But don't you find it strange? This could have destroyed the station with the X in it. Not to mention the SAS.
Yes, exactly.
Unusual for a self-preserving species like the X. Unless your presence is an even greater threat to the existence of X elsewhere. This is the only hypothesis.
Well, only a hypothesis.
Yeah, perhaps their survival instinct is in conflict with their newly borrowed intelligence. Don't let your guard down yet. The X are still a threat. Samus, I see biosigns on the habitation deck. Survivors?
Oh.
The infected crewmen you saw survived until recently.
Really? You can tell that already?
Yeah. Maybe there's a chance. The signs emanate from here. I have just restored power to the main elevator. Use it to return and look for any survivors. First, I'm going to go back and save before we do that. Because that is where we are going to end it for now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Also, too, in case it wasn't clear, he did not say it's an. Adam did not say that was the only hypothesis. He said it was only a hypothesis.
Yes.
The two sentences are quite different.
Yes. Yeah. It is a hypothesis that he has that Samus is such a threat to the X that they are willing to blow themselves up to try and stop her. Possibly.
Yeah, so she doesn't destroy all the X literally everywhere else in the galaxy / universe /
like all like that are likely all over the entire planet that's currently orbiting around.
You know.
Yep. All right. Thank you everyone for coming. I hope that you had a great time, and we will see you all in our next stream. Have a good night.
Good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet.
Thanks for watching.
Have a good night, my pie disciples. Bye.